Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we are doing kind of like a two palette review. So we are going to be reviewing Imogenation, and then we're also going to be reviewing, well, one colour out of this highlighter palette. I was meant to do the Rachel Leary eyeshadow palette first, but I actually, I was cleaning and I dropped that and the Kissu palette on the floor and they both broke. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to review them right now, but I will try and replace them. So hopefully we can do it in the future. So I am sorry, but this is what we're reviewing today. So if you see me looking this way, I made some notes on my laptop so that I could sort of like, I always forget what I'm saying. So yeah, that's just there. But this is what we did with it today. So this is the Imogenation eyeshadow palette, and then we have a highlighter on, as I mentioned. I just thought I'd pop in here barefaced and test out the palette with you. I have no idea what kind of eye look I want to do today. Okay, so this palette is currently £3 on the Revolution Beauty website. It is usually £10. In the Christmas set that I bought that had the 7 palettes in it, this would actually be £1.30 more expensive than it is for the £3 on the website. This is what you are getting. You are getting 20 eyeshadows, 6 shimmers and 14 mattes. So your shimmers are here, 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 here and here, and then all the rest of them are mattes. It is worth it within the context of the set if you are interested in trying the other influencer palettes. So like if you already own some of the influencer palettes and you only want a specific one, then it's way cheaper to get on the Revolution website at the moment. Usually it's cheaper to get it in the set. So you get this beautiful iridescent plastic packaging. As you can see, it shifts with the light. Although I will say that you have like this sort of like cheapish looking plastic on the back. Like this looks like something you would get, like a Barbie accessory would be made out of. It feels alright. I prefer the cardboard packaging, like for example this one that we're going to be reviewing soon, because I feel like the cardboard packaging just, it feels a bit more expensive and a bit more luxury. This does feels kind of cheap. It is a nice design though, like this iridescent top. I haven't seen anything like this before and it is definitely eye-catching. It makes me want to like look inside. The inside is nice, it is appealing, although it doesn't like call to me personally very much. I feel like it's kind of basic apart from like a few shades. I do think that the colours are like a little jumbled. Like when I was looking at this, what do I do? I had no direction to go in. So obviously you have your 4 neutrals in the middle, and I was a bit worried that you would have too many like mid-tone neutral browns and they would be too similar. So I tried all these 4 in the middle and they do perform differently. Like they perform well on the eyes and they give a different colour. It's a really nice mix of cool and warm shades. There's a really nice mix, I think, of darks, mids and light shades, so you have everything that you kind of need to make a look. But I don't know how I feel about the cohesion of the palette. It just feels, I don't know, it feels like there wasn't a clear view of like, this is what I want. It doesn't seem to fit together to me personally. Maybe you see it and you're like, yeah, that goes with that, with that. Maybe it's not meant to be like a cohesive palette, but maybe it's meant to be like, use these bits for one look, use these bits for another look, use these with both. I do kind of wish that they didn't have these 4 big shades in the middle, because I feel like you could have had either more shades in here, or you could have made all of the pans a bit bigger. Like I do understand that these are what you're going to be using the most, but am I really going to use that much of them? Probably not. I do like the look of it though, the two. That's probably my only critique of it. I think the pan size is good and the amount that you're getting is good for the price that you're paying. I just wish that there was a few little differences, you know? I think that the pigmentation of the mattes that I used were really nice. They were creamy, blended out really well. I feel like the shimmers, however, were not coming out like true to colour. Like if you look at this butterfly shade here that I'm wearing, it's nowhere near the same. I've also got this Forever Friends one on, but would you even be able to tell? Like if I showed you this palette and showed you my eyes, would you be able to point to Butterfly and be like, you've got that on? Or would you point to Angel and be like, that's what you've got on? So yeah, I feel like the mattes are beautiful. The shimmers, you know, they're very shimmery, they're very bright, they're very nice. I just don't think that the colour is translating the same. I kind of wish I'd have used a black so I could have seen, but I feel like these shades here, like I was really worried about them, but they translate really well. There was the tiniest bit of fallout only with this Raise and Praise shade, this one. It could have been the brush I was using though, because there was no fallout with anything else. I think it's fairly opaque. I mean, as I just mentioned with the shimmers, I don't think that they are true to shade, but the mattes, I think, have a very nice opacity. Like I would honestly probably use like this Get to Know shade or this Try It shade as like a one shade look. The shimmers and the mattes, they both feel really buttery. They feel really nice. They have a lovely texture. As you see, they're swatched a lot bluer than on my eye. Don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little salty about it. Overall, I think the product itself is good. Is there room for improvement? Yes. And with other palettes, am I maybe gonna get a bit more translation of colour with the shimmers? Yes. But overall, it is nice. So say tomorrow I'm gonna do some makeup, I want to use a palette, would I gravitate towards this? I mean, I definitely am gonna want to try it out and experiment with it and play with it and see what looks I can get. So in that regard, yes. But in the regard that like I'm drawn to it above all others of my palette, and every look I could think of I could make with this, no. Like if I have a specific look in mind, am I going to be able to use this palette? Probably not. I'll use it probably to test it out, but I don't know with my other options of palettes if I would keep coming back to it. Is the amount of looks to come out of this limited or is it infinite? I would say it's probably limited. I don't feel like every colour works well with other colours, do you know what I mean? Like I feel like they have to stay in their little colour family. So I do feel like the amount of looks in this is probably limited. This range of neutrals in the middle, I don't think that I have that like cohesively. Like I have palettes that will have a different shade in them, but no, I don't think that I have anything similar to this palette. I think it's definitely unique, as in my collection particularly. Like there are some of these shades that I can't think of, like if I wanted to choose something else for this shade or Forever Friend or Butterfly or even Angel. I mean, Angel looks a little like Jawbreaker out of the Jeffree Star palette, but the others, no, they're unique and I don't have anything that would, you know, would replace them. If I wasn't reviewing it, would I have picked it up? Probably not. I wasn't really interested in the influencer palettes, and as well I feel like just looking at this off a first glance I would feel like there was too many neutrals for me and I would feel a bit overwhelmed, like what am I gonna do? Upon using it I feel slightly different. I thought that I wouldn't get a lot of use out of it because of the colours, but now that I've used it I do think that it is something that I could use. Like these neutrals on a daily basis I could use. Yeah, I think there's a few bits that I will get out of this and I will probably enjoy this. Is this something that I would recommend? For the price, it's £3, yes. I mean, to have all of these neutrals here cohesively in one place is just helpful. It's just gonna be helpful. This could definitely be a great supplementation palette. So like you might want to take all the neutrals from here and then use a shimmer or something from a different palette. I would recommend it, especially for the price. Our last question is Is it worth the price? Is it worth you picking it up? Yes. I mean, I don't know many palettes similar to this. Just for the price of it, the outside design, the actual pigmentation and quality of the inside, yeah. Then we're just gonna do a really quick itty bitty baby review of one of the highlights out of here. So today I used this shade. I was thinking for every video I could use a different shade, unless of course there's a highlighter in that palette. But just talking about this shade, it doesn't feel great when you swatch. It doesn't feel great, I'm gonna be honest. It feels grainy. It's a little too sparkly, glittery for me. Also, it definitely looks lilac in here, but you swatch it and it looks silver. It hasn't really shown up on my face, but it has shown a lot of texture on my face. I feel like fair skin tones are probably gonna love this. Like if you're really super pale, I think that you would probably get enjoyment out of that. I feel like it just basically looks like you have a streak on your face and then you blend it and then you're essentially just left with glitter, which I'm not into. That doesn't reflect on the whole palette, that just reflects on this one shade here. So thank you for watching, and I will do another palette in the next video. Let me know down below which palette you want me to do. I'll show you what I've got remaining. So we have this one. This is what it looks like. This orchid shade, just it calls to me, this blue down here. I can't wait to use it. Then we have this Jack palette left, which is all of your bright colours. The Emily edit left, which is like this. I'm so excited for this palette. The way we actually did this one is that I wrote all of the palettes down on like a bit of paper, put it in a bowl, and I let Cam pick one. So that's how we ended up at this. I'm gonna keep playing with this palette that I've been using, and I'll probably post an IGTV and some pictures over on my Instagram, so you should definitely go check that out, and you should be following me over there. Please like, comment and subscribe. Like, I really enjoy making these videos, and having people subscribe and comment is just so, it's really lovely, it really is. So I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.